Into Kansas City first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Hansen escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now 2nd and 5.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
White going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
In motion left, Claypool. On third down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Hansen.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Pacheco, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really have no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Hanson escaping the pressure right.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Hanson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On first down, Hanson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 5.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. It's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
Don't worry about it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, he's done his part, Charles, no doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go, step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance, because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
In motion left goes a tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Slot man moves right. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hansen. Flush to his right. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Back to throw. Hansen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. They go play fake. Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw on third down. Hanson eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is incomplete.
The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
A give right side for Pacheco.
Ooh, the juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on first down, Hansen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again, Hansen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, without lopsided.
There he goes right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hansen escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's White.
And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Back to throw. Hansen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the